Welcome to South Asia Maps. South Asia Maps is an intellectual Kshatriya channel and education channel. At South Asia Maps, your presenter J. Reddy will bring you South Asian heritage and history in the form of maps, icons and images. Today's fascinating topic of discussion is Partition of India. We know the British didn't partition India. Islam partitioned India, even though the congressmen spread the myth that British partitioned India to pass the buck to them, because there was no British voters in the Indian list to get into political power. Today we will see in 1947 tragic partition of Hindu homeland. Who were the gainers? Who were the losers? The gainers of partition and the losers of partition. Here you can see the partitioned India here. This is the Radcliffe Award, the Cyril Radcliffe Award. On the west side you see Darul Islam, inhabited by the Mu'mins, the Islamic converts, Muslims, Muhammad. That is the lighted area. This is the historic Sindh province. Partition time Jammu and Kashmir ruled by Dogra dynasty, Maharaja Hari Singh. East of Radcliffe line you see the land to be sworded, that is Darul Harb. Harb means sword, talwar. Populated by the ignorant Kafirs who have not accepted the Islamic claims, and they live under Jahiliyyah, dark period, according to the Islamic converts theology. The gainers of partition are of course the Mu'mins, the Muslims, Mohammedans, the Qawm, Muhammadi, Qawm Ummat, Ummatul Muhammadin. Islam is the major gainer of 1947 partition. Congress is also a gainer because they got the political power consolidated with residual Islamic vote bank in India. Of course, Gandhi is a major beneficiary because he secured firmly the Mahatma's title. Halo was built around his neck after his assassination by Nathuram Godse. Nehruji secured his position as Amatya. He ruled from 1946 to 63, a very long time. He is a gainer. Pseudo-Gandhis, Indo-Italian Islamic Gandhis. Adversaries call them as Farzi Gandhis. Or Gandhi-Nehru families consolidated their political power in the partitioned India. They are the gainers. Islamic missionaries were very big gainers. They know the Hindus now are patti, like a jelly. They can squeeze and convert Hindus, use Hindus as a raw material. Partition of India by Islamic gangsterism emboldened the missionaries further. That is, a Christian imperialism can make more strides in the partitioned Hindu homeland. British imperialism gained indirectly. They got a very good land, that is as a satellite ideology to control further. Anglo-Saxons, that means the United States and UK, and Pakistan also joined in CENTO, a NATO type of organization at that time. Macaulyte Hindus, these are the converts, the followers of British imperialism, gained immensely psychologically, are anti-Hindus, Hindu hostile forces. Lutynites, Macaulyte Sikhs, they also gained, now they are posed as a Khalistanis, and they saw the Muslims running away with the 5 historic provinces. Now they know they can do the same if they take to violence and gangsterism. That was like Bhindranwala type of leaders practiced, and it was suppressed temporarily, we do not know. The Sikhs as a whole, in that sense, gained it. I also put Sikhs as losers, I will talk about later. Hindu caste groups also the major gainers. Hindu casteism, caste groups. Alienated Hindus are also major gainers of partition. Secularists, that is, the Indian version of secularism is totally a perversion of the Western concept of secularism. They are also the gainers of partition of India. Then, who are the losers of partition of India? Hindus are the major losers. They gave 5 provinces: Sindh, Baluchistan, Paschim Punjab, and Pakhtunkhwa, the Khyber province, northwest frontier province, and also large chunks of Jammu and Kashmir and Purbi Bengal. They gave to Islam. They are the losers. Anti-Gandhians, nationalists who are not Gandhian nationalists, like Hindu Mahasabha, Savarkar, and RSS, those type of all leaders were nationalists, but they took anti-Gandhian approach. They didn't like the Gandhi's appeasement policy or ahimsa type of cowardice policies. They are anti-Gandhian nationalists. They are the losers. They are discredited. Sikhs were the holders of the very rich farmlands in Punjab, Shahiwal district, that is Montgomery district in the Baridob, and Layalpur district, Faisalabad district, that is in the Rechna. They just overnight deprived of their rich farmlands and sent back to India their own Punjabi brothers who are converted to Islam. So Sikhs were also major losers. Then what happened after partition independence? The secular establishment that was imposed on the society by the alienated Indian rulers. They started disarmament of Hindu intellectualism, whatever survived, and Hindu martial traditions and Hindu intellectual traditions. Disarmament happened. That means essentially disembowelment of the two groups that keep the Hindu society, Hindu nation intact. Hindus were tagged with Hindu communalist tag in every discussion today, last 80 years. They call Hindu Mata Tattvavadis. Any expression concerns of Hindu nationalism, Hindu interest in their own truncated Bharat, India, is called Hindu communalist. Hindus were reduced as heavers of wood, drawers of water, the non-entities, just like voters. And they have, once a while, they vote for anti-Hindu political parties, propel them to power. They were reduced as a third-class citizens in the truncated India, that is Darul Harb. And the hostile constitution, the hostile courts, hostile media, hostile academia, all dictate the terms. They set the agenda. Hindus are just following it without any challenging, criticizing, basically. So that is in brief about the gainers and losers of partition of India and Bharat. We saw the gainers and we saw the losers. And if you are following me in other social media channels, and if you like the presentations, and I really request you to subscribe South Asia Maps J. Reddy, and there are large number of more than 130 very intellectually oriented, detail oriented presentations are made for your intellectual enjoyment and sojourn. Please subscribe the channel and post your comments there. For further intellectual discussion of partition India, you can see Mahayogi Ram Swarup, Sita Ram Goel, Coenrad Elst, Voice of India think tank, works at the description I post to this site. Thank you very much. This is your presenter J. Reddy at South Asia Maps Intellectual Kshatriya channel, and see you in the other presentation. And namaskar and dhanyavad. Thank you.